time, come hang with the hippie, come enjoy the good vibe. Smoke up in the green room, smoke your worries away. In the green room, we'll stay in the green room. If you wanna get high, and you got the time, come hang with the hippie, come enjoy the good vibe. Smoke up in the green room, smoke your worries away. In the green room we'll stay, in the green room.
This production is brought to you by DHBN, WTHC Radio, and Stoner Records.
WTHC, good evening, everybody, and welcome in. You are hanging in the green room, another edition of the green room. You're hanging with the hippie, and of course, I got Granny and Red Eyes. I'm having issues. I still only have one of two friends of ours back there. Is he still having issues? Hi, everybody out there in the crowd. Thank you so much for being here. And that's my man, Little Skunky, down there. We have Grizzly Brown here, but young native, YNG native. All those little noises going on around.
He can't find his way.
He's stoned. He can't find the room.
He's way too high for this.
I'm gonna bring
got lost in the music, man.
I'm gonna bring Grizzly up. All right, and we'll get started, and hopefully Young can get in here.
All right.
Hi, Grizzly. How are you, sir? You sent them the link, Red Eyes?
What's up, guys?
Check
Thank
with
you
him.
for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you for being
Thanks
here.
for coming, man.
All right, you're in charge, Skunky, for a second.
Of what?
The show.
Oh. You don't like my idea for a Who Can Be Quiet longest interview?
No, I'm hearing weird noises in my house, man, and I'm freaking freak out like I got a ghost or something, man. I'm sorry. I could be hot.
Well, due to my brain injury, I can't remember your name in that little bit of time.
My name? Grizzly.
No, his name. I know your name.
His name is Grizzly.
He's Grizzly, like the bear.
Grizzly Brown, bro. All right. Welcome, Grizzly. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome in, everybody out there. Thank you so much for being here. I'm in charge again. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off, buddy.
Yes, EP.
That's all right. Welcome in. So, Grizzly, I want to get started because I don't want to cut into our time. I'm hoping your cousin, right? He's your cousin / brother. He should be here shortly. I hope. Goodness, this is killing me.
Yes, sir. We
driving me nuts
we're
here.
cousins.
All right, you ready? I'm ready,
brother. Same thing.
All right, welcome in, Mary. Welcome in, Butterfly. Hi, everybody over there. Rich, welcome in. Kelly, watching. I'm watching on the TV. Cool, thank you. If C.L.A.N was a strain of weed, what would it be called, and what would it do to you? Right to it. We're getting right into the dirty stuff. So go ahead. That's for you, Grizzly, because I don't know.
If C.L.A.N was a strain of weed, that's hard to answer without my brother because him and I are such
yin and yang.
Yin and yang. I'm an indica.
He's the
I'd
sativa.
say I'd go off of our strains that we do like. We like heavy indicas. So if we had a C.L.A.N strain name, oh man, probably call it like the mothership something, man. It mellows you out.
Mellows you out. I like that. That's my kind of.
That's the best answer. That's the best answer so far ever.
I need to figure out how to get your cousin in here.
Maybe if we only yell real loud, you can follow our voices.
Do you have the ability to? If I send you the invite, how am I going to send you the invite? You already got the invite. Can you take your invite that you got and try sending it to him? Grizzly? I don't want
Yeah,
your.
that's the
I don't
invite
want.
he sent me, so I'll send
Yeah,
it
that's
back
kind
to
of.
him.
It's kind of weird. I don't think it'll work if you send it back, but I don't know how to get it to him. I mean, I sent it to. Can I send it? Were you the one that got it on the the other page when I sent it to the first email, or did he?
I got it on. We shared. Was it sent on the email?
It was sent on the main email for your clan. And then I gave it to Red Eyes, and he gave it to you guys somehow. I don't know, through Instagram or something.
I'm not sure because, like I said, he sent me the same link, and that's
Maybe he's
the
just
one
pulling a
that
fast. Maybe he's
activated
just
for
pulling
me.
a fast one on us. He just doesn't want to be here. He's like, screw him. Ha! You're doing the show. Sucker.
Possibly.
It's happened before. It's
And
happened
normally,
Indeed.
I'm the one with shitty because
Well,
I'm up,
guess what,
I'm up in
buddy?
the woods in Alaska.
Well, guess what? He suckered your ass. All
What
right,
is the,
go ahead, Skunky.
what is the marijuana situation? You're in Alaska, you said, right?
It's looking pretty good from here.
Yeah, that looked like a nice little puff of cloud of there.
It's recreationally legal.
It's recreational. Where I come from specifically, you gotta. There's no shop in my hometown, so I'll just put it that way.
Yeah, you live on indigenous land. Is that how I could say it? Is that how it could be said?
Most definitely, all of throughout Southeast
I would
Alaska
love
is
to
pretty
trade.
occupied by a lot of the indigenous people.
Very cool. Very cool. Let me move on. What message or energy do you hope people feel when they hear your music for the first time?
Ooh, good question.
I hope they feel good energy, because at the end of the day, anytime we put our energy into our music, it's all coming from our soul, our deep rooted soul. And at the end of the day, I just want people to share good energy. And if we could put that out through our music, hopefully that's the feeling that they leave, because that's what we put behind the booth.
Right. Very nice. I'm trying to find my emails.
That's how I end up after I play it. So it's working.
It's working. It's working.
Yeah. What are we talking about?
Their music and how you feel.
Yeah, okay. Yes, it's working.
Great. That's good. Thank you. Well, well, this is each of you, but how do you bring something different to the creative process, and how do you keep the balance? I guess that's kind of a tough one without your compadre here. Let me see if I can keep going. I'll see how you can do it.
Creatively, I bring a different. Okay.
Go ahead.
Creatively, I feel I bring a different thing to the table because I got the raw Alaska background. As much as my cousin has the raw Alaskan roots, he's got the background of the city. So whenever we get to come together, that's what I mean by the yin and yang of each of our backgrounds are so diverse. Yet when we come together, we get cohesive with our music.
All right, I apologize. Red Eyes, tell him tell Young I sent it to the email again. It's been sent to the email again, the business email for them. All right, maybe he can get it from there. I want him here. Where are you, buddy?
He's on his way.
He's coming.
I hope so. We got a 420 song, and we're going to play your 420 song. Why don't you tell us a little bit about Letter? How long has Letter been out?
Letter. That was off of our second project. That one's probably about a year and a half old.
Well, I want to thank you for
music out professionally, like about 2.5 years.
Well, really, that's it. Seems like a lot
You have
longer. You got
such a mature sound.
Yeah, absolutely. What I was gonna say is,
it's been a
go ahead.
It's been a long road to Sorry, it's been a long road to get to the point of wanting to put music out. We've always had sounds that been up and down, but it's been a long road to finally feel confident to put music out.
The dream
I've always
is and forever.
thought of it as the way of I didn't want to skip steps. That way, when I did end up on someone's playlist or a streaming platform, I didn't want it to be just, so to speak, trash. I just quality is my thing, so I wanted to be known as quality from the jump.
Gotcha. I like it.
That's definitely something to be proud of.
Yeah, go ahead, Granny. Was that it?
Yeah, that was just a little.
That's okay.
Sorry.
I'm having a little bit of technical issues with the lag. It could be me here because I'm feeling.
What genre do you consider your music? Or is your music?
I would have to say hip hop is the core element.
Okay.
And then as far as hip hop, we might fall into possibly the R&B category. I wouldn't say pop or anything else. I would say hip hop, possibly R&B.
You got that 420 thing about you too. I like that. There's a whole that's a whole category in its own, I think. If you're messing in the 420 category, you know.
Yes, sir.
Dabbling.
My category, anyway. I love that.
Dabbling.
Anyway, I got another question. Can you walk us through the moment you knew music was your path, not just your passion?
I myself 14, and I just I heard an instrumental for the first time, and I just started finding spots where the words fit and started wordsmithing at that point. And then I thought it was really fun, and if I could dissect that as I got older, I thought I could just only get better and better. And around 14 is when I think it was a calling of I didn't want to play basketball. I didn't want to
You weren't a
do any
sports
sports. I didn't want to go to college. I didn't want to.
Oh.
What was that? Repeat that. Sorry.
Oh no, I was saying you weren't a sports kid. You just fell in love with music at that age of 14.
Yes. That was.
We're freezing up. We're getting frozen here. Alaska's a far, far away, huh?
Yeah, it's got a cold internet.
That is awesome, right, Rich? We got a lot of people talking in the crowd here. We got dog painkillers. I think that said something about
Mary's dogs had to go to the vet recently, so she has two rather large dogs on painkillers right now. That's bound to be interesting.
That's awesome. Yeah, Rich says that's awesome. All right, what's been the biggest challenge you faced as a group, and how did you overcome it?
Being separate. My cousin lives in I live in Alaska. My cousin lives in Washington.
Is that a permanent thing right now?
It's still something we struggle with.
Yeah, is that permanent? Like right now, that's still
because at the end of the day, yes, sir.
At the end of the day, what?
Because we both have families. I have my family here in Alaska, and he has his family down in Washington. We're both family men before music men, but at the end of the day, we find a way to make it balance.
You get to take a break, Grizzly Brown. Thank you so much for working so hard. He is here, young native, everybody.
Just in time for 420 to celebrate it.
Well, hopefully he can get his camera to come on.
All right.
Hey, either way.
Hey.
Woohoo! He's made it.
I made it!
Yeah.
Oh, man, that was rough.
Now we have you two together again.
Your poor cousin over there, he's been
telling them.
He holds it down. He holds it down, yo. That's my guy.
He did a great job. He did a great job. Yeah. He's the boss over there. He did a great job. Thank you so much for joining us. Should I call you Young or is it YNG?
I go by YNG Native for the simple fact that you never guessed a native.
You never guess native? Is that what you said?
Yeah, you never guessed a native that could rap like me.
Very nice. Very nice. I'm so glad you made it here. Thank you both for being here. It has been a battle, but we've figured it all out. It's all happening. We're going to play your song in just a few minutes. Why don't you guys, we were talking about that, and then we got sidetracked. Why don't you guys tell us a little bit about Letter? He said it was about 1.5 years ago, I guess it came out. And why don't you give us a little rundown? Because that's the video we're going to play.
No problem, man. Letter was a great project. My cousin, I'll piggyback for what he had to say or if he said anything at all. I go by YNG Native. You never guessed a native. I am one of 2 chiefs that hold down clan, changing life around the nations. This is our old logo that if you guys know, it really means a matrilineal system, right? As my cousin would speak of. But Letter was our time capsule in a sense of putting in a song, a letter written to us for the future, of explaining where we started at, where we came from, how we established, get to reflect on the fun times. You guys hear the hook, you really get to see the experience of Seattle. A lot of our family, Grizz and I, when we first started, was in Seattle. If people don't know Seattle, it's a Coast Salish, Duwamish tribe with Chief Seattle itself. So we're coastal people. We're not Coast Salish, but we're coastal people on the Pacific coast. And so we really wanted to incorporate that. We had Raven's Nest, which is a popular place for all the native artists like myself that are doing native artwork that could sell, or people that come in and get to experience authentic artwork. My cousin Grizz got to show pictures of his people, what they look like. And like I said, just to sum it up, Letter was just a time capsule where we get to enjoy. Obviously, we love smoking cannabis. We love weed. We love CBD, THC, CBN, CBG, all the good stuff, right? So
all the goods, yeah.
And so we pretty terpenes.
Any terpenes, there you go. And so I definitely wanted to say we wanted to give everybody our culture as clan into one.
I love it. I love it. We're gonna play your song now. And that'll give you guys a little bit of a second to breathe because it'll bring us down below. And when we come back, we'll keep on going. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much. Everybody, you're hanging with Da.Hippie in the green room with my friends and C.L.A.N, my new friends. Here we go. Let's get it going.
Happy 420.
Happy 420 to everybody. Where is it? There it is.
And bake, I sip my coffee, twisting herb, that's my hobby. Can I kick it? Can I party? Me and my natives, get it started. Touchdown switch, I hit the target. Carving, sewing, painting, drawing. Make this money, split them profits. What I do, I know she wants it. Live my life, they reading comments. Proving silent, stacking comments. Numbers talking, I know they watching. I stay dreaming while I'm conscious. Seal for drip with the otter. Rose gold chain with the copper. Ravens, eagles, cling it hotter. Whales and wolves is wild style.
Got a letter that was sent from me. I get high. It always feels good to be. I got a letter that was sent from me. I get high. It always feels good to be.
Hit or miss, this my hobby, smoking choke, this that chronic, wish you could be in this party, all my natives getting started, I stay woke, like the prophet, spoken word, let's see who follows, clink at Haida, who could've thought though, like who would've thought though, I'm that native, really rep it, we go big, this ain't Texas, check the rap, she ask who next is, Grizz and native, stay invested, fishing moose, we stay ingested, manifest without a question, changing life around the nations, through our music, through our message, I'm that native, sip my coffee, all the haters, get up off me, life is sweet, Just like toffee, can I kick it, can I party? I'ma do me, that's regardless. See the hats and leather boots, see the trees and spruce roots. Check our names, we chiefs too.
I got a letter that was sent from me. I get high. It always feels good to be. I got a letter that was sent from me. I get high. It always feels good to be.
All the memories that you sent to me. I get high. Remember how good to be. All the memories that you sent to me.
We're back. We're back. WTHC.
Great song, man.
Back. Thank you guys so.
Love that song.
I love that song. Thank you guys so much for sending us that song in advance. Usually we have to wait and ask at like tonight and then say, hey, in the future, could you? I'm telling you, there's a ghost in here tonight. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Weird going on around here. That is a fantastic song. I absolutely love it. I also love the other one that I have here, the other smoking song. I'm tripping out, man.
Young Native.
Right.
Sorry, YNG. Hey, what genre do you consider your music?
That's a good question. I consider ourselves being rap, hip hop, and pop.
All right,
And 420.
both the same.
Can't leave out the 420
Nah.
genre.
But
said
if
pop.
you guys know, fun facts about C.L.A.N is that I think that we're musicians. I personally play piano and I play alto, tenor, and baritone saxophone.
I was going to ask Grizzly before if he played any instruments. Do you play any instruments, Grizz? I'm hearing birds now.
I hear ravens. That's the
The
ancestors
shit out of the
talking.
microphone.
I'm tripping out over here. I'm hearing birds. Walk, walk. Hark the raven. Evermore.
No, you hear the ravens in my background for sure.
I hear them. I'm tripping over here. I smoked way too much for this. All right, I got some questions. If you all had to trade talents for the day, like Freaky Friday style, who would be totally lost and why?
I think I know that answer, Grizz. You want to answer that?
Let's see what he says.
Repeat the question. I got lag and internet.
Absolutely anything for you. I said, if y'all had to trade talents for the day, like Freaky Friday style, who would be totally lost and why?
Who would be totally lost and why?
Yeah, who's the bigger stoner? That's what I'm wondering.
That's
That's what it comes down to. Who forgets their shit?
Right.
He's gonna say him. You're saying you, Grizz?
Okay, go ahead and answer that.
I was gonna say I would say my cousin. I live in Seattle. Everybody, my cousin. If we did Freaky Friday, you know, I call it in our world, in C.L.A.N's world, right? We live two worlds, and we say that because in the village of Alaska, where we're from, in Southeast Alaska, our population 1,500, 2,500 people, maybe.
Yeah.
And Grizz lives in the biggest village in Southeast Alaska called Yakutat, which only holds 800 people. Wow. And so you know, in the city life, it's very fast. It's very fast paced. You know what I mean? We're always doing something. And so, like to answer your question, like I said, as a stoner, my cousin definitely would be forgetting a lot of things. It's just because it's fast tempo. You know, time can go.
800 people is a fast tempo city pace for over there. Wow. Oh.
So that I would say that it's just not. But like that's a fun little question to think about. You know what I mean? Because it is fun.
My homeowners community, and I'm not saying, but it has like 55,000 homes in just our development alone.
Right.
Yeah. So holy shit. Wow. Anyway, moving on. Which member is most likely to get lost backstage and still somehow find the snacks? Which one's gonna get lost backstage and somehow still find the snacks?
That dude.
That dude.
That was a fast answer.
They're like, "Where's Jerome at? What's taking him forever?"
If we got lost backstage, who's finding the snacks still?
It's him. You're out on stage, Chris.
Yeah, that's my cousin, bro.
He's in the back looking through the cooler. All right. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing. Somebody's got to be.
Yeah, bro.
Somebody's got to be full on the stage. You don't want to go out there on an empty stomach, right?
And he'd be hopefully like, man, what is this shit? What is that? What is that? Or if it's good shit, he'd be like, bro, you got to come check it out back here. He'd find it first for sure.
How do you stay grounded and focused in an industry that can be chaotic and unpredictable?
Man, that's a great question.
That's two different, because we're two different people. Okay. So that's two different answers for sure.
Go ahead, cuz. Go ahead.
Medicinally, a whole lot of marijuana, micro doses of mushrooms, and balancing out family. It's like if I'm not rapping, I'm doing the best I can to be dad. And I know that my cousin bro is very, we walk a lot of the same moccasins, so it's probably a similar answer. Mm-hmm. But to remain balanced for me is balancing out family and the substances and the lifestyle that we live, because doing everything that we do it's musically, a lifestyle is not healthy. Music lifestyle is shit. So I always make sure that I got the right foods and right family time needed.
Yeah.
Need to balance it all. Great answer.
As a clan answer, then to answer what he said, definitely our family and our culture. We're Southeast Alaska Native. I'm Tsimshian Haida. Speaking from my cousin, he's Tlingit. And with that being said, we're not just talking about our cousins or aunties or uncles. We're young fathers. You know, we have a younger generation looking up to us as well. Knowing that is very humbling. Knowing our clans as well. If people don't understand what clan is, it's a family. It's like your last name. If anybody has a last name, hey, my name is blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? And you have your last name. So our clans was our identification. Same with other people around the world. You had the Vikings, you had Irish people, you had people down South America, you had people around the world that had different ideas of it, bands and clans. So that really grounds us. That really holds our morals, I would say, definitely with the family aspect. To me, I could for funsies, I could say a lot of cannabis does help. I got really bad PTSD and stress and anxiety. So when everything comes together in the city, we're doing business, we're doing a lot of shows. The only way that I know is I have my cousin, I see our artwork, and we got our cannabis. And I think that's, like he said, which really makes us keep was sick from home. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, to answer your guys' question on that, like what keeps that grounded is those three things. And you notice Clan really pushes those three things.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Skunky, got any questions over there, buddy?
Totally.
I did before 420.
Oh shit! Damn it! All right. If you remember, just tell me.
I just shouted out.
What does success look like to C.L.A.N? Is it awards, impact, legacy, or something else?
It's a great question.
Thank you. I work very hard on these.
Yes, he did.
This is something that hit me as like before even manhood hit, and it was a quote that stuck, and it said, "Inspiration is the greatest form of success, to inspire others," because success looks like to me, coming from where I'm from, is just showing people that I do it, because I still got homies that have had dreams but they don't hold on to them, and it's success
Still
is
out playing games and not moving
sticking
on,
true.
growing up and doing the things that they need to do to reach success.
Yep.
Sorry.
Levels to it.
Yeah. I get you. What about you, YNG?
You know, success is being able to, people always use the word provide a lot of the time, and people like to use the word, like my cousin said, inspiration for success. I would say keep staying grounded. What keeps me successful, because once you're grounded, you have financial obligations intact. You have your music success intact. You can drop an album, but are you ready for the next album? Is your mindset here? Are you knowing your goals? Are you able to know to balance priority, things like that? So staying grounded to me is being able to be successful, because you're on your way to achieving goals when you're grounded. And that comes with love and more to it. You know what I mean? But to answer as a broad answer, I personally think being grounded is a real answer for that.
Man, you guys got your shit together. I gotta take some lessons from you, man. You guys, fuck. I'm a loser. What the hell? Christ. What?
Oh my God, he shakes his head at you just like I do. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I think it's funny.
What are your musical influences, and how do you honor those while staying true to your sound?
I love that answer. I love that question. I love that question.
I'm taking notes, Mary. Don't worry about it. I'm taking notes. Got my little, she's yelling at me over in the chat over there. Go ahead.
Okay.
Who's gonna take that first?
I'll let my cousin go, and then.
All right.
And then,
so my biggest inspiration in music, I've been asked that a few times, and I have to really be honest with myself as a true artist. And me, that gets me creative as a composer, because I compose a lot of my music. I don't produce a lot of my music. Shout out to Hills, shout out to Nook, shout out to Mason Taylor, shout out to all the ones I work with.
Shout out to everybody he's saying. Yeah, I wanted to help you, but
no, hey, they're the guys.
Nuke or something like that.
And Nook, he's our engineer, producer. Nook.
Engineer Nook. Shout out to you, bro. All right, go ahead.
I love it.
I don't want to leave the homies out, bro.
I would have to really say I really follow the line of independent, like Master P. I like Wiz Khalifa. I like Dr. Dre. I like people that are entrepreneurs in the business side of things in this music. That's really been a huge influence and inspiration that makes me true. Because if you talk about those specific artists, they sit amongst each other. You have Rick Ross. You have those artists that are independent, Master P, that really talks about it. Then Snoop, then Dre. You know, these right. Go in these orders, and it's bigger than music to me. People are like, oh, then what's your sound? Well, if you hear my sound, I'm very different. You know what I mean? If you heard Letter, I personally, I'm not talking for my cousin. C.L.A.N is a group, but when I talk about me, I already know I sound different. I have a lot of influence from Eminem as an artist. I love the poetry. I have a huge impact of Tupac, Too Short. You know, I like DJ Quick. I like all the composers. I like all the old school kind of Bay 90s sound as well. Wow. That's just how in the South sound, I really like South sound. You got Boosie, like Little Boosie. I fuck with Boosie enough because he's independent. He's very on the entrepreneur side, but we all started from somewhere. But it's the fact of the mindset. Like I said, you're grounded. You're there at this level. You know, Snoop's there at this level. But what keeps him that cool
Grounded.
guy? You know, yeah, relevant or even welcoming. Like, you know, people are relevant, but it's like, are you welcoming to hang out with somebody? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Are you welcome to do that?
Yeah. Very nice. Wow, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna let you take over. I'm gonna just sit here.
Right.
Raven is coming again.
Me?
All right, Grizzly. Grizz, how are you? You got an answer for this? Or are you gonna let him go with it? That was too much, huh?
That's a follow-up. Yeah, I mean, he covered
it all.
He covered the ground and laid the pavement and let the cement dry with that answer.
My cousins is Wiz
but
Khalifa.
On my note, we're two very different artists.
You and him?
100%.
Really?
But at the end of the day, we're just two very different artists with a lot of different influences, and that's what makes C.L.A.N, which is awesome. But totally, Wiz Khalifa is the short answer for that.
Wiz Khalifa. All right.
And but the long answer, getting into depth, is my first CD I ever bought as a kid that I remember. I saved up money for it back when, I mean, everybody, my father grew up buying records, and it's like brothers bought 8 tracks, and it's like I remember buying CDs.
Yeah.
And I remember the first CD I bought was Beastie Boys, Licensed to Ill. And that opened my whole mind on Def Jam. And then I figured out who Run DMC was. And then after that, I opened a catalog on East Coast rap. And then I got the itch for Wu-Tang Clan. And then that went from discovering all that into Tupac. And then it went from, the crazy part is it's cool because East Side was my first love for rap, and supposedly that's where it was born. And then I discovered artists and made my way over to West Coast, which I fell in love with more because it spoke to me a lot more. And then that's when I grew up and found artists, because I was raised on so much different music. But once I found Wiz Khalifa, that was hit different. And that guy, I could totally say that he's an influence and blueprint for what I've been wanting to do and what I feel like I am accomplishing day by day. So
succeeding at, yeah.
That's that answer.
Succeeding at.
And can I just want to add 2 seconds? 2 seconds.
Absolutely. Take your time.
I think that what to make clans influence together is that since we're so indigenous to where we're at, like I said, and you guys can hear it in our draw and a lot when we tell a story, but we really respect the East Coast tough. You know, like I grew up understanding the East Coast, knowing LL Cool J, knowing Busta Rhymes, knowing like he was saying, Run DMC. You have people like Wu-Tang. Yeah, you know, name them all off, right? But those are really the main things that I think that when we're culturally rooted, we got to know what game we're getting into.
Well, it's a matter of your era too, your genre, your age group as well. Because if you were, you know, before that, then you would be more rooted into those older guys. I guess, I don't know. Don't mind me.
No, respectfully. No, I got you. No, I know you
like the Run DMCs, the LL Cool J's, the Roxanne's, you know, that kind of stuff from back when I was a kid. That's anyway. Moving on. Sorry, Skunky. Sorry. Moving on. What song or project are you most proud of, and what does it mean to you personally? Go ahead. You don't have to wait.
These are not wait. Been around. I would say our new project's coming out called "Been Around" for sure.
Called "Get You Good."
They're both talking now. One's got "Get You Good" and one's got what?
Been around.
As of song, like that's answering.
Yeah.
But his question was song, so it's like, what's our favorite song that we put out to date?
Well, song or project you are most proud of, and what does it mean to you personally? And you can do it individually if you both have separate songs. That's fine.
I keep lagging, so I'm gonna wait till I hear a response.
Okay, you're up first. That means YNG.
Well, I would
I got
say
something from Lil Skunky.
Do what?
I don't hear a word though from nobody.
I guess he can't hear us. I don't know. He's lagging bad.
Oh,
Are you
All
there?
right, I'm in there. My
You're in.
oh
Check,
boy.
check.
Check 1 2 1 2. Check. Are you there?
Everybody give me the giggles.
Who's, I'm getting the giggles too. Who's going?
We're all just
Yeah.
smiling.
all right. Well, I would say project. I personally would say, all right, we have a new project coming out called Been Around. It's the EP. It's our third EP. It's coming out soon. We have been releasing projects. If you guys follow C.L.A.N, there's new projects been coming out. My cousin mentioned "Get You Good," which is a great song produced by Hills. My cousin wrote that song with Mackenzie and him, which is real nice, and I added my verse into that. It's very sentimental, but this project's very more in depth. We had culture like influences in our first two projects. Been Around's been coming out where we can hear our lyrical growth. You could hear the potential of the producer we work with. Our main producer, his name's Hills. He's from the Czech Republic. He's someone that produced Get You Good as well, that I mentioned. He's worked with like Quando Rondo. He's worked with Coi Leray. He's worked with La Russell. He's worked with a few other big artists in the industry as well. But definitely, I would say I'm the most proud of that because how much love and what you guys are going to see with the cover to the songs to the order, all the nine. So I'll let my cousin say the rest, but definitely that's what I'm most proud of for sure.
And what was the name of this? The
Been around, like we've been around. You know what I mean? Because if you guys notice, we're changing life around nation. So we've done change, we've done life. We're gonna do been around now.
I gotcha.
Perfect.
Very nice. Cuz, let's go. What do you got to add? Besides that bong rip making me jealous.
Really, really want to go hang out with him.
Sucking
My
on this.
favorite, definitely piggybacking that, Been Around is the best project up to date. But my favorite song that we've ever put out, Get You Good's an awesome one. That's the one we just put out. It's got a sentimental verse, so it's really hard to say it's not my favorite, but because it's got so much heart in it. But my favorite song we've ever put out is track number 2 on our very first project, and that song is called We Up Now. Just because the rhythm and the way our cadence and the way we rode the beat to just, you could jam it and turn it up all the way on whatever system you're on. And then we could always perform that song 10 times out of 1 and kill it. It's my favorite song to listen to, and it's my favorite song to perform.
I'm not going to try
That's
to cut you off.
fantastic.
I want to ask you a question, though. I am having the damnedest time finding your music. What about you, Granny? Are you finding it easier?
I'm working at it, but I'm ending up going to like YouTube
Do you have
and
some of it
finding
on-
different songs on there, and then going to our DJ platform that we use. And on my phone, I have to do it on my phone and type each one in individually. But you guys are so worth it that I've just been doing it.
I agree, and I've been looking, but I'm having a very hard time. I have 7 or 8 songs, but you just named 3 or 4 that I haven't even heard of yet that I want. I mean, are those some of the newer ones coming out, or one of them he said was an old one, right? The first track, second song.
So answer your guys' question.
Yeah, the tracks I just named off are tracks you could look up right now. And then Been Around is the name of that's the title of our next project.
Yeah, but that's not out yet, right?
Yeah, no.
Project that will be coming out with a release date that we're still awaiting. That's correct. That's not out.
Okay.
But you could look up We Up Now, and you could look up Get You Good. That's in our catalog right now.
All right. Well, from now on, I want you guys to send me videos of your 420 songs. Anytime you do a 420 song, do you have plans for any more 420 songs, or is that something that you just touch on a little bit and then you're going to leave it alone and move on?
So I would say that's just in the culture. The member that we first said, it's grounded. So there's gonna be a lot of cannabis songs, smoking songs, vibe songs. To answer your first question too, just so we can add them all, kill two birds, one stone, is that the easiest way to find us, if you're on Apple Music or iTunes, just put in the C.L.A.N if you could see it with the periods, because clan, there's lots of clans. But our real name is Changing Life Around the Nations. So people are like, oh, we don't want to write that out, right?
We have a different specific DJ software that we have to use for licensing. And that means that when we find your song, you know, the licensing in effect goes around and gets you paid for us playing it. Right. So with yours, what I'm finding is that I have to enter the song name in first.
Yeah.
And then
then your song will come up.
Name will come up in the thing.
I was also saying too, like I get that. No, I understand that. I was just saying in other ways, if you're trying to find us, is we're clan_907 to make it super easier.
There you go. I was going to ask you if that would be the better way to do that.
That was my next thing was going to say is that we are clan clan_907, and so that would go straight to our C logo. It'll go straight to our music. It'll go straight to all that. If you find us on Instagram, we're actually clan907.llc. It's actually on Instagram, clan907 period LLC.
Yeah, I got that one today. All right, moving on. I don't want to lag. We're running out of time. We only got 15 minutes left. I got 55 more questions. Jesus. All right. Wow. Who is the biggest perfectionist in the group, and who's more like vibes over details? There you go. Let's finally spit that out.
I'd say my cousin Grizz is vibes over detail for sure.
You're the worry wart.
Easy question. I perfectionist.
Yeah.
Vibes over details.
I could tell. I probably should have saved that one. I mean, I should have asked that one right off the bat. That would have been more. That one I could tell right now. Yeah, you can, but you're interested. I see your love for it over there, Grizz.
Don't think you're a slacker. No.
I don't think you're a slacker over there. I think you got the love.
He's a grinder. He's a grizzly bear.
It's vibes.
Hey, vibes. Hey, going.
If you ever recorded something genius while high and forgot how you did it.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah.
How do you remember the shit the next day when you have to sing it all? Like, oh my god.
Have you ever like written it down and like tucked it in your pocket and then somebody ran it through the wash machine and you didn't grab it out of your pocket?
Oh no, but we had a situation where our hard drive on our computer shut down.
Me personally, I write a lot of stuff, so it's like sometimes I'll write and completely forget that I written that down, and we'll just find a beat, and then sometimes that's how a song's born, because I already got some material that's fully written up, and if the beat matches it, sometimes it just works.
Hi, Carrie. Our friend Carrie from Carrie's Carrie's Kitchen and Arts. Welcome in, Carrie. How are you? What's the strangest fan encounter you've ever had? Keep it PG-ish. We're baked, not basic.
Weird encounter. Oh man.
Yeah, girl that rips her titties out and says, "Sign my boobies," or one of them weird ones.
I had a few times that happened. We're not gonna lie on that. We've had a few times.
I knew it happens.
I thought it was.
I've done
this
it.
Wasn't strange, but all.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I'll sign your boots.
There was this one time. It wasn't really strange, but it was kind of cool. We finished up a show, and a fan out in the crowd, amongst all of the craziness that was going on, people dancing and having their own vibes, drink. It was a bar setting. We did like a dive bar show, and
we get
this
started.
Lady comes up to us and hands us a drawing, and it's a drawing of me and my cousin. and she did the detail. I had much longer hair. I had way longer hair then.
Okay.
And she put the detail in my braids. She put the detail in my glasses because I'm pretty done for my glasses. She put the chains on us.
Performing.
Tattoos were drawn on my skin.
That's amazing. It's like that dude.
Yeah,
that
man.
you
We
see on
sat there
the
and
subway,
performed.
right?
At the end of it, we got
everybody's seen that dude on the subway who does that and sits across from the people and then hands them the picture at the end of this.
It was exactly like that.
She's one of those where she.
Shout out Taco from Catch Can.
Yeah, shout out to whatever he just said. Catch care.
Yeah.
Tahoe.
Yeah, I forgot her name unfortunately, but it was. It was a cool experience.
Taco. All right. Shout out to Taco. Come draw my picture. All right. Yeah. Moving on. Let's go. You can collaborate with any cartoon band. Josie and the Pussycats, the Gorillas, or the Chipmunks. Who'd you picking?
Oh,
any cartoon band. Jeez.
Gorillas.
Ditto.
The Gorillas, really?
Yeah.
It's not the. I don't think we're talking the same. You know, we're not talking the real Gorillas. We're talking
Gorillas and Clan are going crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
I see it. I see the Gorillas in the Clan. I thought the Chipmunks in the Clan were going crazy. We're the Chipmunks. Alvin, Simon. No, I'm just kidding. All right, moving on. What's the strangest fan? I did that one already. Which one of y'all is most likely to fall asleep in the studio with headphones on?
Grizz.
Red Skunky said him.
With headphones.
Yes, Skunky. Yes, Skunky. He's usually asleep.
Probably, I don't know. That depends.
It depends on the day and
it
what
depends
we're working
if he drove. It depends.
Right. Now, how far apart are you guys?
Right.
How many hours of a ride is it?
That's a depends question.
A bit of a ride, and are you allowed to go through there any longer?
My cousin
go around Canada there to get to Alaska, don't you? So
I was gonna say my cousin is about a 5-hour flight.
5-hour flight, so you're not driving anywhere, you're flying. And how often do you guys get together when you're gonna go out and perform? I mean, you gotta
always.
That's got to be a pain in the ass, huh?
We got family.
What you got to do for family. Absolutely, I get it.
We got family that supports us. We have a brother named Billy Joe. Shout out to Billy Joe.
Billy Joe. Shout out.
Hold it down. He's the one that makes
Shout
it.
out, big brother. Billy Joe.
Okay.
He's the main man.
And he helps out and takes care of stuff, and you guys are
Billy
able to
Joe is a big name behind the red curtain.
There
I'll
you
put
go.
it that way.
All right. We got to make sure we shout out Billy Joe from now on. All right. Moving on. If you had to switch careers with anyone in the world for a week, who's it going to be? For a week.
I would be Robert Davidson. And I say Robert Davidson because he's
Who's it gonna be?
He's the oldest
this surfer. And that's like, do we switch it and get their talent? Or do we switch it like and we're
he has to do your job, I think. Yeah. So you got to do his job and he's got to rap.
Okay, but like but like, am I any good at his job or do I get his skills?
I don't know. I have no idea. I'm moving on. This question's getting too difficult for me. All right. If your music could magically summons anything like a spell, what would it bring back into the world? Bring into the world. Sorry, not back into the world. If your music was like a magic spell and it could bring
world
anything
peace
back into the world. Oh, world.
Good answer.
Oh my goodness.
Ditto.
I haven't heard that in years. That's
Ditto.
beautiful. That is beautiful. Damn.
It would bring back a lot of acceptance, change in life, and I'm
Peace on
sorry,
earth,
I've been
man.
looking
We're
them
all
up, so
human.
I've been listening to them.
All human.
I get you. I get it.
Yeah.
They're worth losing my voice over again.
Pick your entrance music. If life was WWE, what's blasting when you walk into the room?
Oh man! Oh, does it have to be our song or it could be any
The
song?
Come Up by Clan.
Individually. No, it could be any song in the world, and individually. I don't want you coming out as a tag team. I want you coming out individually. Yeah.
Okay.
So 2 songs. We'll go with YNG first. He seemed very excited.
Well, my cousin said the Come Up. I heard that. My cousin said Come Up.
The Come Up? Oh, okay. I didn't hear that. I'm sorry. Okay, cool. And then what are you going with?
I would do Land Back. I would do Land Back.
Your song, huh?
Great song, yes.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
All right. If you're no, that's the one I just did.
That's my
What's
favorite.
your ultimate dream tour snack? Sky's the limit. Nacho fountains are on the table.
Homemade
Dream
salmon spread.
tour snack.
Did he just say salmon? Salmon?
Yeah.
What the salmon hell are you talking about?
Where, if you guys know our culture, we're the salmon people. Where we're from.
Oh, I guess.
I'm gonna say
But if I could pick an ultimate snack, it ain't gonna be.
I love.
Go ahead, Grizz.
I love meat, man. I'm a meat eater, and it's like if I could have the choice, it'd be moose meat, and I'd have on deck moose burgers, bacon moose burgers on deck. That'd fill me up before a show. That'd fill me up after a show, in between.
Now, is
Always.
moose healthy for you? Is it healthy like bison, or is it healthy like
better,
or is it bad like cow?
The best, the leanest meat ever.
The top.
No, the leanest meat, super. It's like, dude.
Well, they're all
it's
muscle.
A huge giant chief in the forest. They're
big as hell, man. Those things are monsters.
They taste great. Don't let the muscle fool you.
I didn't taste them. I tried not to taste them.
That's some Alaskan answers, Grizz. He said moose.
What role do visuals like video, cover art, social media play in your storytelling?
It's a big one.
Huge, like probably 98% of the role is that, because we are storytelling people through image, and oral knowledge is passed down. We don't have written knowledge. It was always paintings and oral knowledge.
He said oral again. I feel like Beavis and Butthead. He said oral.
And I'm stuck right in between the two of you.
Very nice. Very good answer, Grizz. Thank you. What about you, YNG?
I did it.
You did it? Okay. What kind of legacy does C.L.A.N want to leave behind?
A one where we can make an impact for our culture in every aspect. Something that know that we're here, something that that we're still alive, something that we can adapt for our generation to grow.
Very nice.
Totally.
Nice. Ditto in that one again, Grizz.
Our culture and culture and the youth. That way they could know that if they want to do it and set their mind to it, they could do it. It's kind of cliche, right? But that's
role models.
That's
there you go.
Me.
You guys are going to be huge role models for the clan, the future clans in the future. Yeah. All the future clans. Yeah. All right. Damn birds. Anyway, how do you stay inspired in the face of burnout or creative block?
Oh, I'm a full-time artist. I'm a full-time Alaskan Native artist. I do. If you see,
is that some of your wood burnings back there? I see up on the wall there. Is that?
No, they're drums. Those are hand drums.
I'm looking at the wall.
This is a box I hand carved.
Oh shit!
So I do this on a daily. So
we need like a whole. Can we have like a whole second interview with you?
Like this is
both again.
This is what we do. You know what I mean? And so when I feel mentally blocked, I drown myself into my art. Simple
That was beautiful. My goodness, that was absolutely beautiful. Cuz, are we as talented over there, huh? He's more talented? Damn. I was making fun of him.
I stay busy with my hands. I do a lot of copper work and I hunt furs. Those are mediums that I have lately gotten into to balance out the, like you say, staying sane, because I feel like if the artist mindset isn't doing something, it wanders too much, and it's kind of easy to let my mind wander, and sometimes I don't like that. I like to
he's
stay
a
busy.
hunter. Real hunter.
Real hunter. Yeah, well, he's hunting moose, mice, whatever you call them. Mooses.
Bears.
Yeah, but he's hunting in an area where there's other hunter animals out there that are potentially
and
hunting him.
mooses.
Oh, I didn't even think about the other ones that could kill you, like the grizzly bears,
Like,
the white polar bears, and
he's in the real deal area where,
Randy, shh, you're losing your voice again. You did so good. We love you. Shh. What do you prepare? What do you prepare emotionally and spiritually before? How do you prepare emotionally and spiritually before a performance or release? Oh, I should have known the answer to that one. Riz, I'm gonna assume you're gonna ditto that one.
Yeah, we're always together. I mean, we'll take
now. Do you have stuff
however
planned?
much time we need to. Whoever around us loves us knows that we need that together.
That's your medicine. That's the medicine. But what do you got for shows? Anything this year? You got plans? Or you putting out the album, right? And then do you have any tours or anything? You got any shows, festivals, bars, dive bars?
We have Albuquerque, New Mexico coming up here on July 22nd or July 12th, excuse me. We'll be doing a charity event for the indigenous people and to bring awareness to our lands. And we will be doing a huge lineup with them. So shout out to them. We have our Been Around project coming out. Grizzly has his single coming out called Grizz Mode. That one's going to be super exciting. We just dropped Get You Good, which dropped the 18th. So if you guys know, that was only 2 days ago. Had a little check.
Yeah, me too.
But like we're trying to get things going. So we already did our last show. We just had a show last week at Substation, which was fantastic. Had a great event for the LA fires. That one was super, super exciting and important.
Awesome.
So that was another charity event too.
Great support. Thank you for what you do, supporting the firefighters out there and the families, for crying out loud. I didn't think that was ever going to freaking end. I was so concerned.
Yeah.
Ever since I became a person of the internet, I guess you would say, I never really had to worry about friends and family all over the world. I had my family, which lived in my general area, and now I have friends all over the world, and I always got to worry about hurricanes, fires, mudslides, tornadoes,
earthquakes over here.
Everything. It's driving me crazy. I don't have enough time to worry about all you fuckers. Oh, sorry. I got a little crazy. Sorry. How do you what's next for C.L.A.N, and how do your fans best support? How can fans best support your journey right now?
Hit that, Grizz.
He's like, I don't even know what the fucker said.
Share the content that you see. Hit like, comment, fix the algorithm, because everything right now in today's world, if you can't physically go connect through a show, you got to rely on fighting bots and algorithms and all that other stuff. So just hit like, share, comment, hit follow on every platform that you see us on.
Yeah, absolutely. Gentlemen, I want to thank you.
Free
so
99.
It's free 99. You guys are amazing. I see a future show. If you're willing to come back, I could definitely talk to you about your art and more about your world and the clan and more music. I want it all. So if you guys have my email now, I don't know if he gave it to you or not, but if you have my email, send me everything on MP3. I can put it on when we're not on, so it'll play when we're not on, so people can hear it all the time.
Yes.
We play it all the time during the day, and as much as we can when we have.
Especially that WTHC radio.
Yes, make sure you're checking it out. And then, I like I said, you have an open invitation. So anytime you want to come back, you're more than welcome. I had a lot of fun with both of you.
Way cool, man.
Yeah, see, Skunky even said it, and he doesn't like anybody. Cranky bastard.
Thank you so much for having us, you guys. I wanted to say I wanted to say Da.Hippie, Granny Cannabis, Lil Skunky. Thank you so much for having us.
Oh, absolutely. Our pleasure. Our honor. Actually, our honor.
Yeah,
I'm sorry for the little mishaps here and everything, but we'll get it next time. We'll fix it up. Yeah. When's the next big thing? Like in a couple weeks?
Yeah, so the next thing we're gonna have Grizz's his Grizz mode. His single is gonna be dropping here. I think we planned that April 1st. April 1st. I think about that. April 1st.
Yeah, holy shit. All right. So I'm looking forward to that. Send that to me, please, and we'll get you on. We'll start playing it immediately. Gentlemen, thank you so very much. If you wouldn't mind, stick around for a few minutes after. I would love it if you guys could do a little hey, this is YNG Native and Grizz, and we're listening to WTHC kind of thing, if you wouldn't mind.
Love that.
Would be amazing. I appreciate you guys. Everybody out there on TuneIn and Live 365, thank you so very much for being here. Have a great night. And, of course, everybody hanging out here on YouTube and our Facebook page, if you can find us over there, because that damn account down, too. There's a new Facebook account coming. Please try to find it if you haven't found it yet. I got to wait 60 days.
Instagram.
And look for us over on Instagram. Yeah, I've been messing around over there. These guys, they taught me how to get over there and do stuff. So
Steel trap, bro.
thank you guys. I'm gonna play an out song and then we'll be back. You just sit here and we'll talk in a minute, all right?
Cheers. Thank you guys.
Thanks, fellas.
Much love. Thank you guys.
Right. Thank you.
Green room, smoke your worries away. In the green room we'll stay. In the green room, folk up in the green room, smoke your worries away. In the green room we'll stay.